If you watch reaction videos, you're probably thinking, why are they stopping all the time? Why are they cutting out parts of the video? Why are they talking too much? All those questions are going to be answered in this video. All the tips and tricks I've learnt over the last few months doing a few reaction videos, I'm going to share with you. So join me for this in-depth look at reaction videos and copyright. Hey, it's Leo and this is the Sound Museum. If you like this video, make sure you like and comment. I would love to hear your feedback, and make sure you subscribe. Now, a bit of a background with my channel, Sound Museum. I actually created my YouTube channel back in September 2020. I know, nearly 4 years ago, but didn't publish my first video until March 2023, just last year. You're probably thinking, why did I not post videos for some time? It was COVID, I was working a 9-to-5 job, didn't really have the time or the energy to devote to YouTube. I started my music podcast, Sound Museum, in January last year and wanted to use my YouTube channel to run alongside that podcast by running visual podcast episodes here on YouTube. But during this process, I discovered some old interviews and video footage on old DVDs I had. I searched here on YouTube and discovered the footage I had was not on YouTube. At the time, I had no idea about copyright here on YouTube, monetization, and I hadn't even thought about doing any reaction videos. But some of my listeners on my podcast suggested I should do some reaction videos on my YouTube channel. I watch reaction videos, I really enjoy them, but I had no idea how reaction videos are done, how it all works behind the scenes. Coming from a video background, I was quite confident in editing audio, but video, that was another level. With the help of my fiance Sean, I managed to record my very first reaction video here on YouTube. Let's take a look. Hey, this is Leo and this is the Sound Museum. I love Jessica Mauboy and I can't wait for the new album Yours Forever, which is released next month. Let's check out the brand new video, Forget You.
Sunshiny days, sweetest taste ever, breaking away.
She overslept, God bless her. Oh my goodness, that was back in January this year. One of my favourite singers from Australia, Jessica Mauboy. Now at the time, I had no idea really what I was doing. I managed to edit the video, create a thumbnail, and upload it here on YouTube. From those early days in January this year until now, I've learned so much about the process. So for this video, I want to take you behind the scenes of the reaction video process and the tips and tricks I've discovered along the way. So if you're new to YouTube, thinking of creating your own reaction videos, or you're a fan of reaction videos, this video is for you. From my time in radio, I was aware of copyright and how important it is for an artist or a band and the creatives behind the music, like the songwriters, producers, and the record labels. Copyright is there for a reason, and I totally understand why it's there and why it needs to be so strict. But to be honest, when it comes to doing reaction videos, copyright is an absolute nightmare. And many YouTubers who do reaction videos would tell you they dread the checks that happen when a video is uploaded. So let's start at the very beginning. You've chosen a video you would like to react to, and now your work starts. Number one, you've done your research online about the song and the artist to add some information and context to your reaction. Number two, you must set up your lights, microphone, and camera to record everything and do your first checks. Number three, it's time to record your video. Number four, it's time to edit your video, adding in your intros, outros, photos, sound samples, logos, whatever you want to include to enhance your video. And the final step is time to create the eye-catching thumbnail. Now, a really cool feature here on YouTube, you can upload 3 different thumbnail images, and over the first week that your video is published, YouTube will test to see what thumbnail is the most engaging, and at the end of that thumbnail is what you use going forward. Now, these 5 steps are probably taking you 1 to 2 hours. It's not an easy process. Now it's time to upload your edited video here on YouTube, adding in the title, description, hashtags, and you patiently wait until YouTube has done the checks for copyright. When the checks are done, 2 things can happen. Checks complete, no issues found. The absolute best outcome is time for a well-deserved drink. After all that work, your video is set to go. All you need to do is to complete the rest of the steps. I won't run through these steps in this video. That's for another day and another video. The second scenario, and this is a scenario that you're probably faced with, is this one. Checks complete, copyright protected content found. Go to checks. This happens a lot when you're doing reaction videos. And when you see this, it also means your work is not yet over. When you click on Go to Checks, a few things can come up. Let's start with the good news first. You can share ad revenue with copyright holders by turning on monetization. This means that if your channel is monetized, which this channel is, you can opt to share any ad revenue you have earned from the video with the other copyright holders. This is a good option, but as you can see here, when you discover a list of copyright holders as long as your arm, you need to ask yourself, is it really worth it? At the end of the day, you won't make much money from the video. Which brings me to a question you may be asking. Should you be making money from reaction videos here on YouTube? How I look at it is this. At the end of the day, a reaction video can be really good promotion for an artist or a band. How many times have you watched a reaction video here on YouTube, loved the song, and jumped on your favorite streaming service to listen to it and discover the album from that artist? Or maybe you've gone out to purchase a CD or vinyl. You've also spent time creating the video. As I said previously, a couple of hours or more of your work you've put into it. You want to get at least a bit of return for your time, especially if you are a monetized channel. If you do everything for nothing, it diminishes your worth, and that's not fair on you as a creator. A couple of examples I would like to share with you. When you watch a presenter on TV promoting a new single from an artist, they play some of the video and they talk about the release. They get paid for that. That's part of their job. When you listen to the radio and the presenter plays a new single from an artist, they talk about how great the song is. More than likely, they get paid for that as they work for the radio station. So, taking all that into account, I think it's perfectly fair to get paid for the work that you do. It's still the work that you push in, and more importantly, it is promoting the artist. Let's now explore another option which may come up when you upload a video. Number 2, copyright protected content found. The owner allows the content to be used, but you can't monetize your video. Basically, this means you can keep your video on YouTube, but the owner, the copyright holder, will get all the ad revenue from the video. If it gets thousands of views, you will get 0, not 1 cent. This is a catch-22 situation. I've been here. I know what it's like starting a new channel. My channel is still quite new, but you possibly want to go with this to get the views and subscribers you need to grow your channel. However, there comes a point when that needs to change. As I said before, a lot of work goes into creating your videos, and it's not unreasonable to get a little something for your work you have put in. Okay, the third option, and this one comes up quite a bit, copyright protected content found. Your video can't be monetized and people in some countries can't watch it. This is a double blow, so to speak. Like the previous example, you will get nothing from the video, and some of your viewers in certain countries won't be able to even watch it. Now, I won't get political here because I'm not that type of person and this is not what this video is about. But at the moment with what's happening, this affects countries like Russia and Belarus. Again, if you're happy with these two scenarios, you can then proceed to publish your video, knowing you can't monetize it and certain countries can't watch it. We're up to the final scenario and you never want this one. Copyright protected content found. No one will be able to watch your video. This means that all your work you have done on your video has pretty much been for nothing. As due to copyright, no one will be able to watch your video here on YouTube. A bit of a tip here, this is what I've learnt by doing some reaction videos. Download the video first and run that video through YouTube and see what comes up. If you want to proceed, and when you get the no one will be able to watch your video option, you haven't wasted hours of your time doing a video. And believe me, this has happened a few times and it's a lesson well learned. So if your video has gone through the checks and you have the result, there's a few options available to you to ensure your video is able to be seen here on YouTube. When you click on See Details next to the copyright section, you will be taken to this page. This is where you can see what sections of the video are copyrighted. It could be the whole video or parts of the video. When you choose a select action box, you will see 4 options. The first one, erase song, remove the claimed song while keeping other sounds such as speech or mute or sound. Now, this is not an option as you'll pretty much remove most of the video you are reacting to, so never do that one. The second one is replace song. Pick an audio from the YouTube library to replace the claimed audio and resolve the claim. This is not an option either. You can't replace the audio with some random sound or song not related to the song you're reacting to. The third one is trim out segment. When you select this option, it will tell you which sections of the video need to be edited in order to successfully go through copyright. This is where things get a bit interesting. You can either let YouTube cut out the sections for you, which is not recommended if you have more than one section that needs to be cut. The cuts can be quite sharp and will affect the quality of your video. I've only done this a handful of times and it's purely down to lack of time on my part. It is a faster option. The other option is to edit down the video yourself, and this is the option I choose. I know what sections of the video are affected, and from there I can determine how much I need to edit from the video to get through copyright. Here's an example for you. You've done your video and it comes up with 3 sections in that video that need to be cut. From 1 minute to 1 minute 30, from 2 minutes 30 to 2 minutes 60, from 3 minutes 20 to 3 minutes 60. These sections either need to be cut out completely or edited down. By slightly editing down each section of the video, this may be all that's needed to get your video through copyright. This also means the viewer won't get to see the full reaction, but at least they'll get to see the video. After all, and this is really important, people are watching reaction videos for your reaction, your thoughts, and what you think of the video. If they want to watch the full uncut video, they can always watch the full video here on YouTube. Like most creators who do reaction videos, this happens a lot. Where it gets a bit tricky is you always get some viewers who won't be happy and will say things like, how come you cut out sections of the song? Why are you always stopping? And one of my favorites, why do you talk so much? Well, I do come from a radio background, so I don't know. But you also get things like you've reacted to the wrong performance, other reactors don't stop as much as you do. It goes on. Some people are just never happy. These are just some of the comments I've gotten since doing reaction videos. Now, I value and welcome any feedback, but at the end of the day, you're just trying to do the right thing, trying to do the best you can while facing these copyright issues, which many people just don't understand, and that's totally understandable. So I'm hoping this video will help in that regard. As you can see with this video so far, I'm not sugarcoating anything. This is what it's all about. Alright, so let's recap. You've uploaded your video on YouTube. You know what you're dealing with as far as copyright goes. There is a final option that you can explore, and that is disputing the copyright claim. This can certainly be the best option, and I tend to do this on every video that I can't get through copyright. But it can go either way, as I've discovered many times over the last few months while doing reaction videos. I'm not going to take you through the dispute form as it's quite complex. If you're interested, I can certainly do another video on that process. Just let me know in the comments. When you submit a dispute, the copyright holder has 30 days to respond to that dispute. If they don't reply within 30 days, the video is released to you, and any ad revenue you have earned during those 30 days will be credited to you. If the copyright holder responds during the 30 days, they'll either reject or release the claim. So a bit of a background on this one, and here's me being very transparent with you all. Out of all the videos I've done since January, more than 100, I've had 10 videos that have been released to me by the copyright holder. 34 videos have been automatically released to me as they did not respond within 30 days. And 12 videos have been rejected by the copyright holder, meaning I've made no money from these videos. When I was going through my emails and going through which videos have been rejected, I discovered a bit of a pattern that was happening. These companies I now unfortunately try and avoid for this very reason. These companies have rejected 2 or more of my videos. Let's go a step further though. As far as artists go, these artists, I've had 2 rejected claims each. So unfortunately, as much as I love these artists, I generally no longer do reaction videos on them. And the artists are Jennifer Lopez, Dua Lipa, and the Thompson Twins. How's that for transparency? That's me being honest and upfront when it comes to doing reaction videos and what goes on behind the scenes. We're not quite done. Finally, some tips and tricks I've learnt over the last few months regarding reaction videos and copyright. Live performances are generally easier to react to and to edit, much easier to get through copyright, more so than official music videos. However, avoid live performances from late night US talk shows, reality shows like Britain's Got Talent, American Idol, and BBC. You spend time creating and editing the video, and you then spend even more time trying to edit down the video. Now for myself, I impose a 3 edit limit. If it's still not getting through copyright after 3 edits, I generally class it as a freebie, which means I will publish it on my channel knowing I won't get any revenue from that video. Or sometimes I don't end up publishing the video at all. Another tip I've learned is independent artists are often not copyrighted, but at the end of the day, these artists get exposure and are really grateful for the support. I've had some lovely messages and comments from these artists over the last few months doing these videos, which has been absolutely lovely. Unfortunately, they may not get the same view numbers as your other videos, but you are doing your bit to support an independent artist, and as a music lover, I love doing what I can to support these artists. Another tip is around medleys. If you can, try and avoid them. If you're filming these types of reactions, keep the video track down to 10 to 15 seconds max each time. Otherwise, you would spend so much time editing down the video. And if you are disputing songs in a medley, say with 5 different songs, you're dealing with 5 different disputes and all these different copyright holders, it can be an absolute nightmare. If just one rejects the claim, the whole video can't be monetized. So just be careful when you're doing reactions to medleys. If you want to make it easy on yourself with minimal editing and fuss, follow these little tips I've learnt along the way. Play no more than 10 to 15 seconds of the video you are reacting to. Don't use all the video, only choose certain sections. Avoid the popular moments. An example of this is in Whitney Houston's I'll Always Love You, that big bout at the end. Just try and choose part of that, otherwise you won't get it through copyright. However, on the flip side, viewers may not like it and it may affect your viewing numbers. Again, it's a bit of a catch-22 situation. You need to find that perfect balance, and over time, doing reaction videos, you'll know exactly what tends to work for you. Another good tip I've learnt along the way is to promote the artist and track during your reaction. For example, make sure you follow the artist here on YouTube and check out this new single and the music on streaming services. By saying that, it really means a lot to the artist, and at the end of the day, your video is a great promotional tool for the artist. Another tip I've learned is to keep your reactions between 8 minutes and 15 minutes. This seems to be a really good sweet spot. You'll be absolutely surprised how short people's attention spans are. It's quite disturbing and quite mind-blowing. If it's a longer reaction, keep it no more than 15 minutes. And my final tip for you all to end this video is to dispute all copyright videos. You have a really good chance of the video being released to you after 30 days if the copyright holder does not respond within that time frame. So there you have it, my step-by-step guide to copyright and reaction videos. I really hope you found this video helpful and insightful. It all started because a couple of weeks ago I'd done a reaction and got a lot of bad feedback from viewers about cutting a video down too much. So I thought I'm going to educate people, tell people how it is, not sugarcoat anything, and just tell you guys what goes on behind the scenes when doing these reaction videos and what creators face with dealing with copyright. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you like and comment. We'd love to hear your feedback on this video. Make sure you subscribe. It's free and it helps me out massively with the YouTube algorithm. That'll be amazing. Finally, thank you so much for the support. I greatly appreciate it. Until I see you again, which will be very soon, you take care.